Welcome back, Wrestle Nerds. Victor Villain here. Let's see who making their way to a ring.
It is I, JP Savage. You're welcome.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
Hey, the trio is back again, and it is time for the pre-show to Clash of Champions with your favorite bad guys at Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. Thanks again for joining us this week, and we got a hell of a card to talk about. This one's shaping up to be pretty dope. What y'all think, yo?
It looks great on paper.
On paper.
We got a good pay-per-view going on tonight.
Not only does it look great on paper, but they finally did an amazing job at closing SmackDown and setting us up for this card.
Facts,
for the first time in a long time, SmackDown was actually a very good show. You had multiple feuds being elevated. I mean, even Matt Riddle versus
Corbin.
That might have been King Corbin's best match of his career. That's how good it was, honestly. Who would have thought a man without shoes would have been the one to elevate him to that level? But yeah,
a UFC man.
A UFC man, right? Talking about UFC, so many upsets last night. Good lord. But good content, good quality, all in fun. UFC Island, let's go. This card is filled with wonderful feuds, man. I'm excited for a couple of these matches. There are gonna be some sour drops.
Oh. Okay,
as long as you guys remember to subscribe and like Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots HPC Too Sweet on IG and Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Check under your underwear drawer, ladies.
Hey.
Ooh.
And
Am I wearing any?
Make sure to place your orders to Blue 42 for the best wings in Jersey. Hands down. Uber Eats that shit.
Uber Eats is on the way right now, so we better get this shit rolling because he's gonna come and I'm going down there. We already show.
They got the Juanita Rara con Tostones wings?
And the thingy tans, ya tu sabes. Yo, we gotta get rid of the negative first. And like you said, we're getting some sour drops. Yo, the biggest sour drop for me is on the kickoff show.
Yeah. How they gonna do Queens like that, yo?
Yo, you gonna give Selena Vega the push of her life now. And now you gonna put it on the pre-show? Like, come on. Nah, but I get it. You're trying to get the buys in. It's only the first. We could bank on that. But I like what they're doing with Selena Vega because not for nothing, she came out this past Monday night on Raw and she wasn't intimidated at all. Like she was very aggressive in her pursuit in the assault against Asuka. I'm expecting big things now. Let's see if she gets a proper push here.
How are they gonna do that muñeca like that? Putting her on the pre-show.
Muñequita.
Hey,
muñequita linda.
How they gonna do Queens like that?
That's crazy. Who you got though?
My cousin, her brother and his sister, they knew each other and shit. Like that's family, Selena Vega right there, and they gonna do her like that, yo.
That's wrong.
Honestly, I talking about Asuka. One of the has the most storied career in the locker room, if you say, right, and unfortunately has been not utilized to the best of her potential. And this is just another example of it, right? Not to shit on Selena. That's not the case. I'm just saying that they have her opening up like a kickoff show while she has a title on her shoulder. That is terrible. Anytime you have a title match on the pre-show, it's terrible to me. I'm sorry, you're just disrespecting the title. Because the title, when you carry in gold, it still means something. There's clout to be had. Even though this is scripted, right? In the locker room, you're getting paid more because you're carrying that strap on you. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to get paid more unless there's something behind it. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So by you having the title, that means you're the best of the best at that moment. What have you done for me lately, business? But this is still an excellent opportunity for Selena Vega. And it's an excellent opportunity for us to see her in-ring skills. And the one thing that you said, that she was not intimidated. And the little you're able to see between her and Asuka is because Asuka can carry the match. You know what I'm saying? Asuka can carry the match. The one thing we always have to, that people forget to talk about when it comes to international superstars, there's always a language barrier. So that means that these individuals are excellent at reading body language. And they're able to go in the ring with so many different disciplines because of that. Facts. So imagine what Asuka's able to do with somebody like Selena, who can sell. She can sell. right? I think this is going to be a great match. I think it's a mistake that is in the pre-show.
Well, I mean, it is upsetting. I'm not gonna lie, but my thing is more for the push. It is the only night where every title is on the line, so we couldn't get away from having a title on the pre-show this time around.
This is true.
But it's more about the Vega shit. It's more about Vega not being in the card itself. But I like that she's the actual draw. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt this time.
I just hope that we're not saying something right now, because this is what this card is making me feel like. Y'all remember what happens in February?
Yes.
It's Black History Month.
Yes.
And all of a sudden we have all black champions. I hope that this isn't a Latino Heritage Month.
Oh, facts.
Word.
I mean, this is what it's starting to feel like. But I'll go with it because you give me somebody like Selena Vega a shot.
Well, speaking of Selena Vega, her camp or her ex-camp, her boys rather, Andrade and AndradeGarza will be busy as well tonight. They will be competing for the Raw Tag Team Championships against the Street Profits. Good feud. I like what they had doing here. They had a great match the other day. I think it was not this Monday, probably 2 Mondays ago, right? Something like that.
What, the one-on-one?
And that's the problem.
It was a tag match, I think I saw.
And that's the problem. That's the problem with this feud. You heard Vic, the villain? That's the problem with this feud, is we've seen it too much. We've already seen these guys go in the ring too much. So
Dude,
right
since
now,
Mania.
Unfortunately, since Mania, right?
Since Mania.
So think about it, since Mania. So right now, if Andrade and Garza don't come out with the belts, then what was this for?
Okay.
What was this for? Because not for nothing, this has made the Street Profits stale as well. So stale that Bianca Belair had to break out of her own.
So they got rid of Bianca and then they got rid of Selena. They got rid of the women.
They put Bianca in main event.
But now they don't have the manager pieces. They lost their mouthpiece. Well, Bianca Belair, not the Street Profits needed a mouthpiece anyway, but I guess Angel and Andrade had a good one in Selena.
Think about this though, and this is what I think when I think of Selena. It always brings me back to Alexa Bliss in NXT. When she was manager for the tag team. Buddy Murphy was in, right?
Right.
I always thought, what if she had the belt too at the same time that they had the tag team belts?
Oh,
because she was a great manager and she was also great in the ring.
Right.
We have an opportunity to see that.
And
even if it's because of Latino Heritage Month, imagine if Selena gets the upset and Andrade and Garza win the titles.
It could happen.
Walk out of this with them three. I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm just saying. I would not be mad at that.
All right. But knowing with the booking and all of that, how things go around here, who's to say, right? SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura defending against Lucha House Party. A lot of friction in Lucha House Party, and I kind of dig it only because I'm very interested to see where Lindsay goes after this. But you think anything happens tonight?
I smell a breakup.
Yeah, there it is.
I think Lindsay would honestly benefit from turning heel and taking off his mask. You know what I mean? Like I think that we haven't seen that in a while. And I mean it's overused. It's a quintessential storyline in the lucha world, right? But he hasn't seen it in a while, and I think when you're turning heel, that's always the best way to go about it. He has an opportunity to do that. And remember, this guy's Boricua, bro. This guy is from Jersey, Camden. Like, it's time to see your face, brother. Let's go. We got you. We'll support you.
We haven't seen him on Burger Line.
Maybe.
I was behind him on Finey Fair.
Hey.
Tempo. So, shout outs to Beeline, the only place you can get your contacts and rodent pest control.
And an empanada de carne.
All in the same bag.
I just feel that I'm over the whole stereotype with it's a stereotype, but it's also tradition with the luchadors having masks and shit. Like, he's Puerto Rican. Let's get him out that mask and let's see his face.
I just think, unfortunately, in the eyes of the WWE, there's still, when it comes to Latino wrestling, there's distinction between different variations. You know what I mean? Like, and let's not forget, Puerto Rican wrestling has been at the top of the world wrestling like for a long time with the Colon family. You know, and that isn't talked about. That's forgotten, and that's what we lost when we lost characters like Carlito, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's opportunities for that now because you have Latino from the Caribbean, from South America that are popping right now. Look at Santana Ortiz and the work that they doing. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
things, big things.
Like Eddie Kingston about to get this main event shot. Like there's representation out there, and we're about to see it. It's time. Lee said,
Puerto
take off that mask.
Rico.
Turn heel, yo. Get hungry, yo. Become a savage.
Sabe, salvaje.
Salvaje. Shout out to Don Omar.
So with championships are on the line. This was pretty good. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax against Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, the reformance of Riot Squad. I like what they're doing here, but even though I want to see Ruby and Liv, I want to see you win.
Jersey.
The thing here is, yeah, you're not. They're too strong. Nia Jax is too powerful. Shayna's a beast, and you two girls are great, but you just got back together. There's some ring rust there. Doesn't mean you won't get to the top, but you're gonna take some time in my eyes, and it's not gonna start tonight. I think Baszler and Nia are gonna handle business for a little while.
In a different world, you could have pushed to me that Sarah Logan comes and you know interferes and you know the mind games that the Riot Squad can conjure up would get into already a riftful relationship between Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. But no, Victor Villa, you are correct. Unfortunately, they are too strong, and they're just gonna have fun.
In my
And
eyes,
honestly,
I see. Oh, go ahead.
and honestly, it's believable that Shayna Baszler could beat up both Morgan and Ruby. Like, I'm sorry, it's just
While still being able to turn on
Nia. And more Shayna than Nia, to be honest.
Facts.
Just because Shayna's legitimate, like that's just is another element. You know what I mean?
Don't you guys get like a 2-man power trip vibe with Nia and Shayna?
Fact. Yes.
They're
what
untouchable.
Does it remind you of? What does it remind you of? What tag team?
Hunter back in the day.
Austin and who?
Hunter.
Austin and Hunter, yeah, the 2-man power trip.
I can see that.
Untouchable.
Who's playing which
role?
Who's playing which role though?
I think Shayna's definitely Austin.
Yeah. Yeah, Shayna's definitely Austin. Yeah.
Damn, Nia, we're comparing you to Triple H.
Triple H.
She got the hair. She got the hair like.
Nia, you better step up. I need to see something from Nia Jax. You know what? If we're having this conversation, Nia, it's about damn time you do something with yourself. Let's go.
You know what conversation I am happy about? I'm about to have right now with y'all. Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews.
Hey, so.
Yo, this is something, yo. Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business have done magic and have put in work in this throughout these times. And it's pretty, like Mischief said before this past week, man, they've been the only thing on Raw, and we're not mad at it. We're not mad at it, but it's literally the only thing on Raw for the whole 3 hours.
There's an oxymoron, guys, because the fact is the Hurt Business has not hurt business.
Facts.
They have been money. And, Bobby Lashley, like we're seeing Apollo Crews, Bobby Lashley stars, right? Black stars that had needed some more direction. We're looking forward to seeing them. Like Bobby Lashley inside the Hurt Business have been phenomenal. And for the U.S. Championship, the way they've been able, the new title for that title is fire. I've only seen some other titles that I've fallen in love with. Because to have a beautiful title, there's so many different elements you need to have on it. And there's so much information that has to derive from within that title and its aura and its history and its lineage. But this U.S. title looks great, man. These two men are about to perform, man. Because Apollo Crews could blow up, bro. He could blow up. Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews, this is going to be a nice match, man. I'm looking forward to see the angle that they play. Because remember, Retribution is now signed with contract, which makes no sense. And
is that two contracts?
They could interfere. So it plays another dynamic to this. Is the Hurt Business outside the ring or not? Are they there to protect this match? Does it become sort of a lumberjack match? I don't know.
Oh, so many activities.
So many, because they're Clash of Champions. The champions are clashing.
No doubt. I think Apollo Crews will definitely benefit from a program with Bobby Lashley, especially right now that Bobby's just fires right now. The next title we're gonna speak about is the Undisputed Intercontinental Championship. I've gone on record saying I love what they've done with this thing here. Triple threat ladder. I'm a sucker for those ladder matches. What's Jeff Hardy gonna jump off of, guys?
He's gonna jump off of God's back.
Listen, somebody's gonna die today. Like I do believe it is Sunday.
Lance Archer's not there. Lance Archer's
It is
not
the
there.
People's Day. I think Jeff has been good. We've been fans. Please don't die. We almost lost Matt a while back. Please don't let's not do that. But this match has me excited. This is potentially the match of the night. You have a triple threat ladder match for the Undisputed Intercontinental Championship. And not for nothing, you have 3 amazing performers in the ring at the same time fighting for a title, and you introduce ladders. Like, the things that these guys are going to be able to do. I'm most excited to honestly see what AJ Styles is going to do in the ring with ladders and with these 2 competitors. I mean, I think you're going to see some AJ Styles from TNA, which is exciting.
Facts.
No doubt.
Facts. I mean, you got. I look at it like this. I look at it like you got the king of the ladder match in TNA with AJ Styles. You got the king of the ladder match in WWE with Jeff Hardy, and you got the king of the ladder match in the Indies with El Generico.
Okay.
You put those 3 together, and you create magic.
You're gonna have
the
magic. Ultimate King ladder match. I think it's definitely the Helluva match of the night, and that's gonna tell you who I'm going with right there. Or AJ Styles. For sure, my pick of the night. WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley and Nikki Cross, if she shows up. Rumors has it she might not, but I think that's bullshit. Fuck it for me. Can we get to Sasha Bayley already?
Can you just get my chicken sandwich in half so I can go home?
Así bien sandwich, man. Listen, Sasha Bayley's all we're talking about on SmackDown. I don't know what Nikki Cross is doing or how she got here, but I'm not here for it.
Let's not sleep on Alexa Bliss. Some way, somehow, having something to do with the storyline, just especially what we've been seeing lately, and also Sasha Banks.
We
don't need Sasha and Bayley to be about the strap either at this point.
Nope.
But even though, well, actually, no, my bad. She did say she's gonna take the title from him.
Yeah, she did say that.
Maybe she takes the title in this way.
Yeah.
And then it's not about the title between them, because Nikki could definitely benefit with the strap. I see going forward with this. And then we got Becky. Alexa. I'm sorry. And Nikki with the title involved, maybe.
Yeah. That then I could have that. I'm just afraid that they turned that into a Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman. It just wasn't done very well. But yes, there's opportunities. I don't know if I like Nikki with the strap though, even for a second. Yeah. I don't know, but let's see what we got. I'm not expecting much from this match, unfortunately. And whenever you're talking about a women's championship, there has to be something an element of intrigue. And this ain't it for me. So I hope there's some type of interference. This is the one time that I hope that the milk goes bad. And, we get some interference.
La vaquita está enferma.
I'm going for the cameraman.
Mama leche.
The main event of the evening: Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Is it finally? Did we decide yet? Is it official? It's Drew McIntyre. Got it. Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
McIntyre and Randy Orton in the rematch. I'm intrigued again to see how this one pans out. I say give the strap to Randy at this point. You've had Drew run with it. I don't know what you're doing, but Give it to Randy. Have him run with it now. He's still hot. I think Drew's kind of dying out for me a bit.
I say Randy, and because of this draft that's coming up, I think in the next month or so, you should send Drew over to SmackDown, and you could have Drew with Roman.
Ooh,
they work together good.
Nice.
Book it, Johnny.
Book it.
Listen, I think you guys are right, and you know what? That's not to discredit Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre has had to do what is one of the most difficult things I've ever had to witness a professional wrestler do. He had to win the strap at Mania with no audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And
Quarantine.
Couldn't hold his emotions either.
You know?
He had that situation where he let his emotions at WrestleMania.
Right.
Man.
When he thanked the camera.
It's tough, man. It's tough. And you know what? He has not had a bad reign. And yes, I do agree it's time for Randy Orton, especially 14th time champion. We need to continue to elevate those numbers, because you need to get in the conversation. Because I already see this turning into a John Cena versus Randy Orton. If not next WrestleMania, the following. Okay. Right? Because of how many champions, who's the real best in the business, right?
Okay.
Of this era, yeah.
Of this era, right? And Randy Orton has been money right now. He has been money. And you have the WWE. I mean, it's getting close to the Halloween, folks. We're towards the end of September now.
And Frightmare lost.
You know what I'm saying? So you already know the key are taking over in the WWE card. So yeah, Randy Orton, it's time. But this is not my main event. My main event match is the one for the Universal Championship. You have cousin versus cousin. Woo! Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. This has been fire. The way they ended SmackDown was amazing. They were speaking. It was raw. It was uncut. You know what I mean? When you have Jey Uso saying
that promo package
you're the only one that you can eat. My kids gotta eat too. My wife gotta eat too. Yo,
son.
Oh man.
I screamed when he says, what do you think I think he says they call you the big dog. Look, it's the big dog coming down. You know what they say when they see me? And I said it with him, because I just, one of those, he should say this. And he says, which one? Yo, I screamed. I fucking screamed, yes, yes.
That shit hit home.
Yes, I was like, yes, dog. Oh, you're not going to win on Sunday. You're not going to win tonight. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yo, how disrespectful.
I'm so sorry.
How disrespectul was it?
You're not going to win.
But it's money, though.
When Roman was like, when people see me, they see the big dog. They see the head chief. When people see you, they see a twin.
Tough.
Man.
Tough love.
But I don't know,
I got you with this. Check this out. Owen and Brett 2020. I got those vibes here, yo, like the whole brother versus brother, family member versus family member shit. Oh my God, yo. I hope it's a classic. I hope it's a classic.
I think we will
family
be
brothers.
Surprised.
I mean,
I think we're gonna be highly surprised, yo.
Yeah. Family members and when the brothers and their best friends, they go at it extra hard and it gets a little stiff. And they go a little extra mile. Oh, this got to be a classic, right?
This is an opportunity of a lifetime for Jey Uso, man.
Yeah.
Opportunity of a lifetime. And I do hope he comes out better out of this storyline, man. Because they've done a good job, man. That's something we don't say often, but they did a good job with this. And I think it's because they allowed these men to take control of what's going to happen. And honestly, Heyman has been involved to the degree and the extent that I've wanted him involved. Like, anything more would be too much, because it would take away from this feud. You know what I mean?
And from Roman, because if you think about it, everybody that goes with Heyman is kind of immediately considered a mouth handicap. So Heyman's there to be your mouthpiece. I don't think you want to give the vibe that says Heyman is Reigns' mouthpiece versus Heyman is Reigns' advocate and agent, because there's a big fucking difference there. I like how Roman just jumps in and says his pieces and shit like that. Still, you need Taz to not do that. because Brian Cage and Taz got off to a rough start.
Rough start.
Not that they're doing bad, but it was a rough start there. And at first, I got those vibes where Brian Cage ain't saying enough, and Brian Cage still hasn't done shit with this.
But when given opportunity, Brian Cage has not executed either.
No,
because he stumbled on his line. So
his mic skills aren't great at all.
But he never stumbled, because if you look at his wife Melissa, he stumbled in the right places all the time. but I think that the difference here is, in comparison to Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar, is that they're letting you know that the king of the tribe speaks when he wants to speak. Mm-hmm. And when he doesn't want to speak, that's what Paul Heyman is there for. You know what I mean? They made that very clear. So I think they've done an excellent job. They've managed this the right way. It's exciting to see a heel Roman Reigns. And let's not forget, they're saying that today, all the ladies in the place get excited. A lot of the men, I guess. We might see Roman Reigns FCW style. We might see Roman Reigns with new gear. We might see Roman Reigns without a shirt. This is the first time they've talked about this being a change, the potential title. They're gonna reimage the title, but Roman Reigns might be coming out to some new gear. This is a time for a change.
New gear, new music, right?
New music, right? That's what they're intimating for tonight. That's been the rumors, and when there's smoke, there's fire, folks. Roman Reigns actually talked about it on a podcast that was gonna happen. So, yes, we might see something new today. The one thing I tell you for sure, even though Roman Reigns is not going to have his shirt off, and some people might get confused between who's Roman, who's Jay, I will not, because Roman is significantly bigger, and Jay Uso has short hair. But remember, they have a lot of the similar ink. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know. I'm excited for this whole card. There could be some pleasant surprises. I'm loving the vibe UFC gave us last night with some surprise wins.
And Synergy with that energy last night as well.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to Synergy Wrestling putting up a show the third birthday.
And speaking about wins.
That's all the time we had for you folks this week. We hope you enjoyed the pre-show. Oh, yes, the bad guys hooked it up with the pre-show for y'all. Check out fofo.com. Get your 10% for the bad guys. HPC10 at checkout. And please subscribe and rate. And Pretty Chubby, tell them how they going to show love to the bad guys.
Check us out on IG, Twitter, and Facebook at HPC2Sweet. And YouTube at Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. And don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, hit that like button, and the little notification on the top, just like when
the little belita. Hey, 10 count.
The little belita.
Enjoy the show.